Right, and then let's make sure all the things are actually functional. Are you functional? Yes, you are. Are you functional? Yes, you are. Good. It's nice to see when all the things are functioning as intended. So let's get rid of that, let's get rid of that. All the unnecessary things that I don't need in the background, and let's head into here. There we go. So, what's happening right now? What is happening is that hockey season is still going on where I live, and that's prevented me from doing a bunch of things I would like to do. So instead, I've decided to say fuck it, and I'm gonna, despite the interruptions that are gonna start very soon, you're gonna hear some yelling in the background every now and then, starting in a few minutes probably. That's just the nature of the beast here. It's a very important sport in this country of mine, for reasons, I don't know, don't really care. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm gonna be designing some more stuff in 4e for the adventure of the previous D&D stream that happened some time ago, I don't remember when. Anyway, it's based on an Onion article. Where is the... do I not have that over here? I haven't put it here. Huh. Oh, it did. That's... where are you? That's weird. It's random. Oh well. It's a bit of a mess. But that's fine too. Anyway, previously designed a couple of random monsters that have been taken by the light. An article from theonion.com about Astron the Ancient prophesizing the end of times, and that spurred on the idea to create a short adventure series about things where we go into this land that has been deprived of light, or about to, trying to confront the Shadow Master. The Shadow Master. This guy right here. I typed into Google Shadow Master and came up with this movie poster for something, probably a movie about Shadow Master. Looks like the guy from Mortal Kombat. I don't remember his name. Not a fighting game guy, but whatever. He's got a thing. He'll be the final boss. Wrote something, but I think I'm gonna rewrite the mechanics for him a bit. Anyway, first they have to get to him, and what best way to get to the final boss is then through his henchman. This guy right here. I typed in just some generic terms like the Shadow, and this guy right here came up. He's like a comic book character from somewhere, from something, fictional something, blah blah blah. In 1931, for things he's appeared apparently in a bunch of different things. Apparently, Detective Story Hour, first appearance on the radio show even. Oh, that's fascinating. And The Living Shadow, and 1 year later in the print, created by Walter B. Gibson, not affiliated apparently with either. So that's interesting. Anyway, he's got a bunch of things. He dual wields pistols. He's got a Tommy gun as well. I literally took the Wikipedia picture because it's good. So we'll be doing that. I mean, that's what he's gonna be doing. He's gonna be shooting things with his gun. The Shadow, some kind of vigilante type person. I haven't really read into this because that's not relevant for what I'm doing. All I need are the visuals. like what his actual backstory is, that's not relevant. That's not relevant at all for what I'm doing here. I'm using a fucking Onion article to build an adventure. I don't give a fuck about what the original intent for any of this stuff is. He's a machine gun. He's called the Shadow. The Shadow. Let's go with that. There we go. Nameplate, appearance, and everything else. And at some point I came up with a mechanic for him. Had to write it down. Just had to. So, from the shadow they come. Not from the shadows. I know the StarCraft quote. It's not that. I mean, it's similar, but it's different because it's the Shadow. There's only one of him. By the way, the Shadow is immune to all damage, effects, and conditions. Basically, fuck you, players. You can't do shit to him. You gotta do something else. Anyway, there's conditions, though. At the start of each round, he summons 4 creatures from beyond. That'll be 4 of the 8 present here. You can see in the images they've created. Some of these are AI generated from easy diffusion. Some I just found on the internet. I think it's only like 2. This one and this one are like stuff I found on the internet. The other ones are just some random generic things. This is probably gonna be the last time I use AI art, because it's fine, but it kind of tends to eventually be kind of the same and formless. I'm very bad at writing prompts for it as well, so I kind of gave up on that. So don't care. Anyway, yes. So summons 4 creatures from beyond. These creatures. There it is. There's the shouting that begins now. Immediately. Yes, my dad telling the TV to like throw the puck into the gate, because that's just how it works. That's just how it works. You'll hear that every now and then. Probably quite a bit. It's the quarterfinals. It's a big game. Anyway, when a creature is reduced to 0 health, the shadow loses one of his 6 healing surges and gains an effect or condition the defeated creature had of the player's choice and is affected by it until the end of his next turn, meaning the shadow's next turn. So he's immune to everything until you defeat one of these creatures, and you can inflict one of the conditions it had that you, the players, put on it. Why am I talking to you as if you're going to be playing? You're not. You're not in my play. You are none of my players. Anyway, they'll get to choose one of the effects, and basically that incentivizes them to. So I'll have to make the shadow kind of annoying, so they spend the resources to put on like annoying effects on these creatures, then kill them, so that, they can at least reduce his irritation until they defeat enough. Anyway, if he loses all healing surges, probably should say when, but sometimes adventures don't go as planned, and players lose, although I don't intend that to happen, ever. Anyway, when he loses all his healing surges, the shadow becomes vulnerable to damage, effects, and conditions. So yeah, basically becomes a normal enemy that you can interact with. All currently present creatures are removed, so any he summoned, everything's just gone, wipe the map, and each previously defeated creature reappears at full strength where they were, moving other creatures out of the way if those spaces are occupied, as in the players. They'll be occupying those spaces accidentally, because some of these big things are going to be big. I like making big monsters, it's easier to spot them, and also Roll20 has... What was that? Some random noise. I think it had at some point... Yeah, it does this. If it has too many conditions, each of these little token bubbles gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and like, if you have too many, it becomes impossible to tell what it has. Now, this is a big creature, so size 3, so it makes it easy, but if it's size 1 creature has like, let's say it's got a damage default, it's been blinded, it's been bloodied, that's already all, that's an entire row is taken up. But if he gets like slowed as well, and like, he's dazed, then he's also mobilized, you can't tell what the fuck these conditions are anymore, it's too tiny, that's annoying. Like at some point they had where the conditions just go off the token, and like I understand why they don't want that to happen either, but this is not a good solution, right? Making them smaller and smaller and smaller, it's bad as well. Roll20 is not great, but it's the best free option out there, honestly. So, you take what you can get. Anyway, so yeah, that's the mechanics, the overall mechanics of this boss battle, well, henchman battle. So I am incentivized to make the shadow during the first stage to be quite annoying, but not super deadly. Although he should be quite dangerous as well, because he is the henchman, he's the boss, sort of. And each of these should be very distinct in what they do, each of these creatures, each of these 8 creatures. So the players have a choice to make, because I will show them this handout immediately, like tell them exactly how this fight is going to progress, the mechanics of it. So it'll be on them to figure out which creatures they would like to face off at the end. So there's got to be trade-offs. One of them is maybe super easy to kill but does a lot of damage, so if you don't actually kill it well enough, it's gonna be painful. Another can be quite annoying, like various different types and stuff like that. Okay, let's just get into it. It's been like 10 minutes already. Let's get into the meat and potatoes of this, of actually doing things. Oh yeah, in the top corner you can see Robomaster doing the thing, providing me with some music. With a little bit of music, nice little music there. It sounds kind of the same, it's it's basically AI generated music. It's kind of the same, It's fine. It sounds pretty good sometimes even. But eventually it just becomes more or less the same thing. It's exact same thing. It's not interesting at all. But it's fine. It's fine. It's good for what it does. Excellent background music. So let's begin with the Shadow. Simple enough. Let's give him, first of all, health is the most esoteric and useless stat on this sheet, honestly, because it's like whatever I feel like it. So it's gonna, I don't know, this is gonna be like a Paragon adventure. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're unfamiliar, 4e has 3 stages of play. Heroic, levels 1 to 10, Paragon, levels 11 to 20, and Epic, levels 21 to 30. Unlike 5th edition, which goes to 1 to 20 or something like that. I'm not familiar with 5th edition. I played one game of it, and then I found a group that does 4th edition, and I was like, whatever, I don't care, I'm not attached to any system, so it was very welcoming and very instructive, and just like worked out for me. And so here I am, like 6 years later, still doing 4th edition, so that's fine. In 2023, the year. Did I start earlier? I don't remember. Anyway, let's deal with the most useless stats. Health, fuck it. 200 HP per level, 40. Sure. It's a random number. It seems high enough, so I'll be fine. Maybe not that high. What do I care? It's gonna change speed. 6 base speed. That's fine. Base armor class is. He'll definitely have less, although he's a vigilante, so he's probably a bit buff. But fortitude is lacking. Willpower, fuck yeah, willpower. High as it can get. AC, he's wearing cloth armor, so it's not exactly that great. His willpower, though, is indomitable. He's a fucking justice seeker. He's also a henchman, so he's loyal to a fault. He's loyal and competent, but there's only one of him. Like, there's like a chart in the henchman thing, there's a Venn diagram. You can be loyal, you can be competent, you can be numerous. There might have been a 4th one, I forget. But anyway, we're taking those 3. You get 3 options, you pick 2. You can have a lot of competent and loyal minions. You can know competent and loyal, but there's not a lot of them. Or you can have many and competent, but they're not loyal to you. That's the problem. So it's like there's always a drawback. There's always a drawback there. Anyway, that's space stats wise. Sure, gonna be okay. Let's not make spellcasters, some of them, too irritated. So that's fine. He's gonna have. Okay, first and foremost, RBA, Tommy gun, obviously. Tommy gun. Because, duh, he's wielding a fucking Tommy gun. It's a machine gun, assault rifle. Fucking no, I'm not a gun guy. I'm not American. I'm not anything like that. It's fine. Anyway, accurate as fuck. 7 plus AL, adventure level. Because these are... I write monsters in a way that can be scaled to literally any level. Makes it easier. It'll just, if I roll it, it'll pop up a thing, input value, and bam. Let's say we're doing this at 12, attack no damage, I'll do that and pop out the numbers over there. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm Bob, hi. Anyway, that's irrelevant. So yeah, at AL12, rolled 19, really good for there. Damage, Tommy gun. It's multiple damage instances. Yes, one top. It's a machine gun, it fires lots of bullets, so it should be... let's go with... let's go with, I mean, it's gonna... RPA, 2 attacks, 2 targets. One or 2 targets. 1 or 2 targets. 2 attacks. Kinda wanna riddle them with bullets. It's a machine gun. Fuck it. 3 attacks. 3 attacks. 1, 2, or 3 targets. There we go. So we need to just duplicate this. 1, 2, 3. 3 attack rolls. So he can choose to fire at a lot of people or try to nullify one. And let's see, damage-wise, shouldn't be too insane, so let's remove that. Wow, that's really loud. They're not doing well in the hockey game, are they? Let's see. It's machine gun bolts are not doing super well. Let's adjust that to be that. God damn. That's gonna be this thing. Okay, let's see. Okay. Baseline AL6, what's it gonna do? I rolled too quickly. But that's still 11 damage per attack. At AL6, that would be... Those are average rolls. So 33 damage spread out potentially. He is quite accurate. So yeah, that's actually probably fine. That's probably fine. So yeah, 1, 2, 3. And crit damage is the same across all of them. So let's give it another proper roll before not clicking it too quickly. So yeah, 1 maybe, a hit and 2 misses. He rolled 2s. Didn't really roll that well there. Oh well, that's fine. It's an RBA. Can do a lot of things. So 12 damage, potentially up to 21. So yeah, up to 42 damage per RBA, which is quite a bit. But yeah, this will be Paragon thing. They can... Yeah, let's check out. Let's see. AL, let's say 13. Let's see. Baseline, no buffs, debuffs, that's a miss. 32 might hit somebody. And the crit miss. So yeah, 64 damage spread out there. Out of a maximum of 75. For an RBA, he's not going to be doing too many deals. He'll have fancier things up his sleeve. That's fine. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. He's got decent... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, it would be a miss to have... Okay, does he have another wiki article? The Shadow Fandom wiki. Okay, you. Disambiguation page, blah 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 blah. What do you say? Archie series, Dark Horse DC. Oh, he became DC Comics, eh? Blah 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 blah. No. The Shadow Cat. There we go. Comic Vine. What is that? Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The Shadow knows. So, with a mocking laugh, says Kent Allard, the mysterious vigilante of pulp magazine legend known as The Shadow. Sure, alright? Claims to know what lies in the hearts of men. Creation, major story arcs... Oh, okay, so he's DC. Or at least one then there. Powers and abilities. Okay, let's nick some of these at the very least. Okay, The Shadow has complete control over his vocal cords and can throw his voice, producing a chilling laugh that can paralyze opponents. Alright. Okay, interesting. Fancy that. That's a thing I can use. Alright. 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 Minor action. That's gonna be definitely a minor action. Range. Yeah, let's give him... Throwing his voice. He can apparently throw his voice 10. So range 10. Distract. There we go. It says paralyzed, but that's a bit too powerful. So what's it called? Does he have a name? Stealth makes him akin to a living shadow, blah blah. Okay, that's the second ability. And can accurately mimic anyone. So yeah, distraction power. Sure, paralyzed opponents is not. Hello? Alright. Let us... how do I want to call this? Okay, I'll figure that out later. Minor at will, as it can use it at will at any point. Range 10. Will it provoke? Will it not provoke? Does not provoke. No, it does not provoke. He's just throwing his voice. Does not provoke. One target. One enemy that can hear. There we go, that's important. So... This is definitely going to be against the will, so less accurate than that. Hey. Oh, fuck's sake. Switch over to the... Oh, fuck's sake. Yeah, we know. There you go, let's switch over to that so I can use the key. Okay. The lung capacity of like a 56-year-old man when someone scores a goal. You heard that, didn't you? Of course you did. Very exciting, isn't it? Very good. Anyway, moving on. Then, no, attack mod. It's gonna be that. There we go. Versus willpower. Let's see, did I fuck up? It's been a while since I've written macros. Does it work? Fucked up something. What did I fuck up? Where did I fuck up? Should work. Oh, no, it just took a while. Thanks, Roll20. There was so much for you to calculate over there. Good fucking job. Yeah, it's the same thing. That's just how those look. So yeah, for some reason it took a while. Anyway. Actually, let's test that. Did it fuck up? Okay, no. Yeah, it was just temporary thing. Alright, so we'll hit. Yeah, it'll do some damage. It'll do AL damage. Just psychic damage and paralyze and distract or something like that. Roll. What's the thing? What's the thing? What's the thing? What do I want it to do? It's meager. It's pathetic. Nothing damage, to be honest. But there needs to be an effect that would be. Oh yeah, oh right, that's why I'm struggling, because I'm trying to come up with a new effect instead of using an existing one. That'll happen a lot. That will happen a lot. Okay, and during... no. And... Target must make a saving throw. It's like some psychic ancient targets make a saving throw before next two attack powers. On a fail, the shadow chooses the target of the power. There we go. There we go. Target must make a saving throw before their next two attack powers. On a fail, the shadow chooses the target of the power. Okay, no, first fail. No, not there. Let's not do that. First fail, the shadow. And this effect ends. So yeah, gets two shots. Okay, so only like up to one power can be redirected. Oh, alright. Special. Each enemy can be affected by this power once. There we go. Let's add that caveat. Limitation, you know. That'll help. That will help. So he's got that. That's an annoying power. You don't want him using that. Then, let's see. Let's give him an MBA. Justice Thwack. There we go. Justice Thwack. MBA. Melee 1. Nothing else? Nothing else. Yeah. Plus, let's make this very accurate. Plus 8. Actually, no. Plus 6, and this will be against a reflex. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, fuck it. It'll be against the reflex, because he's an annoying bastard like that. Come on, they just scored. Why do you want them to hit again? That's greedy. Versus reflex. Yeah, that's gonna be a bit more annoying. On a hit, it'll just be some. It doesn't need to be annoying. He does need to be very annoying. He's a boss enemy mechanically wise. So every action he takes must be consequential. Very consequential. So come on, they just come on. God, that'll be. I wonder how that'll sound in the recording. Oh well. Yeah. This is why I decided to do this today instead of something proper, because I'm not editing this. I'm not even recording this. Well, I shouldn't be recording this, fuck that. I'm not editing this. It's just gonna be a stream. It'll be saved on Twitch for a while and on YouTube forever. Until I decide to delete it. Which might never happen, who knows. Anyway. No. In the ceiling. For... I'll divide by 5. This is gonna calculate the number of D6s this power is gonna roll for the damage. Plus AL. It's not gonna be. Okay, let's reroll ones as well on that. Make it devastating. Make it a brutal 1. That's the technical term. When rerolling the rolls of 1 or lower, make it consistently a bit higher damage. And any kind of damage mods that may happen, usually in the form of debuffs. Though I might add something here. One of the creatures is gonna buff. One of the creatures is definitely gonna be a buffer. A full-on support, a very dangerous support. On his own, worthless. But damage, it's a thwack. It's just gonna be regular damage. Okay, let's see, how much is that? 24 damage on a hit, which is at AL12 not terrible, but it's not earth-shattering. Although it is reflex, so more chance to hit. I want to add something else though. I want to add something else to this as well. Okay, figure that out. But for now, let's calculate the crit number. So instead, we're just replacing the D with the asterisk, which will multiply that number instead. Simple as that. And then damage and... God damn. Yeah. If you have sports family members, you know exactly what these sounds are. You know exactly what you have to go through every season when this happens. It's just inevitable. It's just a thing. Anyway. And what else? Damage and something else. I mean, I know it's a really basic attack and shouldn't have additional things. Okay, actually it shouldn't have additional things. It's fine. These are his default abilities. He's gonna have some more. Okay, what else? Actually, he has a near photographic memory and is also a master of disguise and sleight of hand. Okay. That's all well and good, although, honestly, that's already kind of semi-covered with that distract ability. I think I want to leave some of these features to his minions. The ability he is most known for, however, is his amazing skills at stealth that make him akin to a living shadow, to such an extent that the rumors evolve that he can cloud men's minds. The Shadow is a world-class intellect. The Shadow is a master of stealth and espionage who went by the nom de plume, the Dark Eagle, during World War I and worked for Tsar Nicholas as part of an inner circle known as the Secret Star. It was the Tsar who gifted Kent Alad with the mysterious girasol gem that he wears in the ring and uses to hypnotize people. He can hypnotize. Girasol gem, okay. That's yeah, dominate. Dominate. That's a dominate. That is a domination power. Girasol ring. Needs to be right next to the person. Melee touch. It's gonna be standard. Encounter. Melee touch. This is obviously gonna be against willpower. 20 plus. But what else? I mean, it's dominate. It's powerful as fuck. Why am I doing that? I sometimes get distracted. Oh, right. Plus 5. Yeah, this will be reliable. First of all, reliable as in it's not, the power is not expended if it misses. There we go, like that. Versus will hit, dominated, save ends. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's very, very important. Because it's reliable. Yeah. Yeah, he'll want to do this early on. No, actually, until end of turn. No, actually, it'll be Paragon. Give them a chance to use some of their powers that can give them grant saves and stuff like that to get rid of the dominate. That's fine. After effect, dazed till end of target's next turn. There you go. Daze. It is what it is. You'll eventually get somebody with that. Okay, good. That's simple enough. Now let's add M1, dominate, power. He has that now. Okay, excellent. Good, good. Now what can we do with the stealth mechanic? Living shadow. Okay, something called the living shadow. Living shadow. Alright, okay. This is gonna be trait. Trait. Alright, trait. Okay. If the shadow sent to only one enemy. Yes, if the shadow is adjacent to only one enemy, he is invisible to that enemy. Yes. There we go. That's fine. That's it. That's it. That doesn't need to be anything more. That's already super. There we go. There we go. Yes. There we go. Yeah, that's fancy. That's gonna be fuckery. That's gonna be some fuckery. Invisible friend. Invisible friend. Alright. That's alright. 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 That's gonna potentially be a thing. Alright, what else does he do? During the 1920s, he spent some years in the mysterious city of Shambhala, where he learned many oriental disciplines such as complete control over his body's vital functions, as well as various martial arts. When the shadow resurfaced in the 1980s, it was apparent to those that knew him that he had not aged at all. Therefore, longevity must be added to his list of disciplines. Though not a power ability, one key facet of the shadow is his vast network of agents that keep him constantly connected with the criminal underworld, gathered from all walks of life, some owing the master a life debt, others willing servants in his war on crime. These people are the real reason that the shadow knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men. Sure, signature devices and weapons. During the 1930s and 40s, he used suction cups on his hands and knees to climb buildings, blah blah, whatever. He flew a naval version of a helicopter known as the auto gyro. That's not going to be there. Not going to do that one. Sure, he's got twin mag pistols. Those don't carry various vials of acid. Oh, various vials of acid and flash powders. Alright, we can use that. Alright. Also semi-automatic M1911. Alright. Sure. Double wields pistols, but in the thing he has a Tommy gun, so you know, that's what I'll be using. Although I guess I can have, once he loses all his healing surges, he can come back as his ascended or awakened form with that. So yeah. Also, this is a good image. Let's save that. Let's... Sure. Open link. Oh, come on now. Having trouble with that? Nothing. Alright, I'll just... Snipping tool. And... eventually. I'll just... take that, because that's a solid image. Let's... save it somewhere. Somewhere. That. Where's the onion inspired? Astorn's Legacy, the Shadow 2. The Shadow Awakens. There we go. There we go. I'll make a token with that later. So yeah. Or I might just make a straight up another journal for that. This is a busy one already. Okay. Alright. That's a thing to... Awaken Shadow. Alright. Lost all his his surges and is now fully in the fight. He replaces his powers with a new set. Okay, he discards his Tommy gun, takes out 2 large grizzlies. 2 okay, LAR grizzly mag, Win mag pistols. Okay, let's go for 0.45 caliber. 0.45 caliber Win mag pistols. Caliber. Oh, I did spell it correctly. Pistols, and replaces his powers with a new set. Alright. That's fine. That'll be fine. I guess I can just tap these then. Something like that. Alright, I guess I'll deal with that at some other point, because right now I need to figure out what am I going to do with one of these minions. I need something that buffs. This guy looks indistinguishable. What the fuck even is this thing? I have no idea. What is that? I have no fucking clue. What is that? It's just a mess. This is one of the AI generated ones. Anyway, it's gonna be a big buffer, dude. It's not gonna have any powers of his own. Stats or whatever. Fortitude, fucking massive. He looks like a big lumbering, basically like a thing that sits on the floor and does nothing. Easy to hit generally, but lots of fortitude. Willpower is fine. Speed of 2. Yeah, it doesn't have speed. Yeah, it's fucking slow as shit. It just kind of lumbers there. Health, irrelevant. Generally speaking, no basic attacks. Yes. Okay, so, okay, I need to, okay. Okay, I think, the cogs are moving inside the brain. vampire seed. Standard. One ally within burst 10. No, burst 5, let's limit that. Effect. Okay, until end of target's next turn. Any damage or the first damage instance? Yeah. Deal becomes no the first instance they inflict on an enemy becomes THP. That's written poorly. No thanks, no. The target gains THP equal to the first damage they inflict on enemy. There we go. There we go. As a standard, though, that's kind of too many levels. No, minor, at will. There we go. Min vampire seed. Vamp seed. B5. Burst 5, there we go. Yes, there we go. This is the buffer. Another minor. B5. And a third one. Min B5. Gonna be something else. I want that to be something. Okay. Survivability. Damage. One of them has to be damage. And the other, okay, all these are gonna share the same starting one, at the very least. Description, something. Up. Control B does something weird. Oh, bookmarks. I don't use that all that much. Anyway. Effect. Figure out the name after I figure out what this actually does. That's how it works, that's fine to do as well. But yeah, so it needs to be damage, but what kind of damage do I want it to do? Okay, actually, yeah, no, actually, these can all be next turn. Okay. First damage instance they inflict on me also inflicts half of that to the enemy as ongoing damage. There we go. So they can deal 30 points of damage, they're gonna inflict 15 ongoing damage as well. Which is potentially very nasty. Sometimes people have trouble getting out of ongoing because it's like, say, events effect only. But there's also mitigating factors, so that's fine. Yeah, because this has to be nasty. It has to be nasty. This guy is gonna be just buffing things. This is all it's gonna do. Like, that's all it's going to do. It needs to have a trait. Yeah, fuck your basic attack, you don't have one. Trait. Whenever this thing... I need to give it a name. Oh. Whenever X... whatever. Whenever X... no, whenever an enemy would evoke an away from X, it instead uses one of its minor action powers on an ally. There we go. No, it doesn't need to be on ally because they're all targeting allies only. Powers instead. There we go. So you can walk around this thing freely without getting whacked, but it's gonna cause some issue. Okay. I think I know exactly what I want to do with this thing as well, actually. I think I know exactly what I want to do with this thing. I think I know exactly what I want to do with this one. Needs to be also annoying as fuck. So, let's give it a power to split. Yes, split. Standard, not at will. Personal effect. X splits into. Okay, let's make it large sized into 4 medium sized versions of itself. Or it combines. Or it combines into one large sized version. It can create its splits anywhere within 3 and can merge into one at any of the splits. That's probably not the best way to word it right now, but the idea is there. The idea is there. I'll figure out the better wording for it later. But the idea is there. It can split itself into versions of itself, like 4 versions. Like so. If it was over there, then I can push one over there, and one over there, and becomes like small one over here. Like so. I guess let's do it like showcase like that, something like that. And now it can basically be next to a bunch of enemies. All count as one creature. Yeah. All split versions count as one creature though. Yeah, so if you target using the big burst, like fireball or something, it still only counts as one. Still only one creature is involved in the whole thing. So yeah. So yeah, that'll help it potentially get provoked more often. That's fighting off more buffs. And do its thing. Yeah. Alright, that's, yeah, okay. Split or merge. Sure, let's keep it that right now. But yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, okay, and movement. Because it doesn't really have a use for its move action, but it needs to delegate it somewhere. Make use of it as well. I guess it grants movement. Sure. Move grant. Not grant, just grant. Anyway, move at will. One ally within burst 5. Same thing. Effect. Target gains move action they can use as a free action during their next turn. There we go. So even if the target is dazed, this can at least somewhat counteract that, because daze only lets you take one action, and then you're fucked. But this will basically mitigate that a lot as well. Because people like to apply dazes everywhere, or they like to knock things prone, so this will at least give it a chance to do that. There we go. There we go. That's fine. That's fine for now. That's fine for now. Oh, it didn't... The third buff. So we have survivability, we have damage, we have movement now as well. What else? What else? Oh, right. Let's give it an effect line. Alright, till next turn. The first enemy they hit with an attack power is goodbye. That's gonna be too messy. Is also slowed and sure, let's limit their sight of movement as well, and does not have a line of effect beyond 5 squares. There we go. There we go. That's real fucking nasty as well, potentially. Okay. Okay, there we go. That's a thing we can do. Yes, that's a thing. Indeed. Okay, I'm liking that. Yes. Alright, good. Needs more? I'm not sure what more to give it. I don't know what name to give it as well either right now. But that's fine. And then this thing. This giant mouth thing. Draconic mouth. What do I want to do with you? What do I want to do with you? What are you? Well, it's a giant maw. It's a giant maw. Let's make it massive. Trait. Yes. Every... Semi-corporeal. No, trait. X, I don't know. Can be moved through. No, creatures can freely move through spaces occupied by X. That provoking king and can end their movement within its squares. And it can move into squares occupied by other creatures without provoking as well. Okay. Yes. Just a big thing that moves around. Right? Okay. Okay, and standard at will. Each enemy within its squares. Yes. This is gonna be instead of fortitude, because this thing is gonna try and grab everything it can and then just move along with it. Yes, yes. Something like that versus fortitude. Let's add additional things in there. 2, 3, 4 potentially. Alright. Hit. Let's go with the purpose is it grabs them. Actually. Okay. Miss. Yeah. No, not that. Yes, okay, another thing. Ah, right, additional thing. Clingy. Let's describe it as that. Additional trait. Enemies ending that turn within X's squares must make a saving throw or must succeed on a saving throw or become grabbed. Grabbed creatures are moved along when X moves. There we go. Yeah, get stuck in the thing. It's like a giant gelatinous cube, except the giant mouth thing. I don't know. Anyway. Just because something is designed as one thing doesn't mean that my ideas will go in the same direction. It's not related. It's not necessarily related. I didn't expect that I'm gonna make this just basically like a giant gelatinous cube. I was not expecting that when this happened, this started. Okay, we're gonna need to give it an aura of like 0, so that actually fills out the squares here to indicate which squares it occupies. Make it simpler to notice that. So on a hit with that thingy, acid damage and stacking -1 penalty to the defense's save ends. There we go. What's this gonna be called? I don't know. S-A-W... Glomp. I don't know. Glomp. Glomp. It's gonna be called Glomp. Sure. Yes. It moves in there. Min grab. Alright. Grasp. Minor at will. One enemy within X's spaces. I guess it's melee touch. Let's go with... I guess this should be against the reflex as well. That would make a lot more sense, wouldn't it? Yes. Hit. Grabbed. There we go. Simple as that. It's just grabbing things and moving them along. Collecting them for some purpose. Collecting them for... Okay, this guy looks like he's he looks like this thing. This thing reminds me of that Mass Effect giant Leviathan thingies, whatever they were called. Looks like that. This guy gives me the sense that he's giant spellcaster. That he's gonna do the AoE big things. The description, something else standard. At will. Area burst 2. Each enemy against some kind of defense. What's it even gonna be? What's this even gonna be? What the fuck does it even do? Some kind of... Nope. I guess I can just do that. Versus... Fuck it, AC. Ah, but it needs to be more accurate. Needs to be more accurate than that then. It's AC. Yes. Void call. Let's go with that. Keep pressing enter when I mean to press the other thing. Oh well, it happens. Let's go with less often. The 6s plus... Actually, no. Damage increased by AL is less meaningful because this guy is going to be a damage dealer. So AL static bonus times 3 divided by 2, so 1.5 increase from that. Damage mod, anything, probably nothing. Force damage. Yes. Okay, let's see. What does this do? At 12, let's see, 23 force damage. In a big area attack? Yeah, that's solid. Void call. Force damage and slide. I guess we can just 1 plus that. Actually, no. Slide 2 plus, no. 1 plus AL divided by 5. Solid number of sliding. Yes, good. Good, there we go. That's the thing, it does that. SWB2. AB2. There we go. So that I know. No need to show in the macro bar, that doesn't help. What else? What else? Figure the stats later. Fine, he's damage. Actually, I should... I don't know what you are. Glass cannon. Glass cannon you are. Need to... gelatinous cube. That's what you are. That's what you are. Buff stick. There we go, that's what you are, buff stick. At least for now. Then we need the skirmisher. We need something that runs up. Well, I mean, that's the shadow, but he's the boss as well. Again, they're not throwing the puck. I will be eternally amused by that, honestly. Just like, it's such a fruitless endeavor. I have to yell at the TV screen. Throw the puck. Anyway, we need a skirmisher. No, we need a soldier. We need a tank. Yeah, that's basically what we need. You, Dragon Man. You'll perform the duties of a soldier. You'll taunt them. Okay, let me... tank soldier. There we go. That's what you're gonna be. That's the role you will fill. AC up the fucking wazoo. Fortitude as well. Reflex is solid. Willpower is a bit of a shitter. There we go. He needs to have a... Alright. Okay. Okay. I want... I'm not sure what I want to do with this trait here, what it even needs to be, but I do know that he needs to have min mark ability, mark of silence. I don't know why it's silence, but whatever. Minor, come on now, spell it properly. At will, close burst, 5, 1 enemy. Effect, target is marked until end of X's next turn. I guess mark description. Nah, actually we'll just give it here. Mark. No. Whenever marked enemy makes an uses an attack power. Attack power. The X ports. Yeah, the X teleports adjacent to the enemy and gains a stacking plus 1 to attack and defense. Not triple T's, just double T's. Defenses. Defenses until the mark falls off, or falls off the target. So yeah, he can't remark it, he loses the buffs. Yeah, teleports and gains a buff. There we go. And there we go. There we go, that's its little gimmick. What kind of trait does it have though? Doesn't need to have a trait. It'll need to have some kind of beefy attack, but that's fine. What else? I need something else for these guys to do as well. What's this do? This guy looks like a skittering insect fellow. What are you doing? What do you do? I'm not sure what you do. Many eyes, big mouth. I'm not sure. I think my brain is frying right now. It is very hot as well. I think I'm literally frying. But what I want this guy to be. What I want you to be. Lurker. Be some kind of lurker. So he'll needs to do. What does he need to do though? I'm not certain. Lurkers typically stay at the back and then go in for the kill. That's a non-functional idea. Or maybe it is. Okay, actually that's alright. Sure, let's write it down. Whenever X is targeted by an attack power 8. No, it can't gain that power, it needs to be something else. I'm not sure. Thinking. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah, actually, yeah. It notes the attack roll and uses that result instead of for its own attacks instead of rolling. Yes, okay, that's a trait of some kind of mimicry of some kind. You can store up to 3 rolls like this and use them in the order it store them. Actually, just use them in order. Like that. That's clear enough. Alright. Alright, that's a... Huh. Okay. Interesting. Alright, so it needs to be targeted itself. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay, that's a... Not sure how that mechanic will work out. But, if it survives, then it, yeah, might be very nasty indeed. Could be, yeah, if it survives. Water, super important. Alright, I need to at least figure out basic ideas for the other 3 before I end this. Because, so you, guy with the giant tongue, what are you doing? What are you gonna be doing? Okay, you're gonna be an enabler. You're gonna be an enabler. You're gonna be enabling people. Yes. Target. One ally. The X can see effect. Because that thing just buffs the people. This guy's gonna actually make them hit stuff. Yes. Target. I wanna... No, I shouldn't. I shouldn't make it more complicated. It's already complicated enough. It's already complicated enough. I shouldn't. I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't do what I'm intending to do. Makes a basic attack as a free action. There we go. Target, no. Standard at will. One ally the X can see. Burst map. One ally the X can see. There we go. Simple enough. W map site enable. There we go. Simple as that. But he needs a gimmick as well. He needs something else in addition to just that. Something more. He needs something more. Alright. Okay. Some kind of trait. Okay. 1x takes an action. an ally who can see it can take an equivalent action. No, an ally who can see. An ally with a negative effect or condition on them who can see it can take an equivalent action. There we go. There we go. Helps the disabled people. Each ally can take. Yes, each ally can take such an action. Okay. Once per round. Such a granted action once per round. Okay, okay. By the virtue of him moving around and doing this thing, he just enables the whole map as well. And what about the other two? What do I want to do with the other two? I don't know. Don't know. I'm not sure why this guy's a lurker anymore, but that doesn't matter. He has a very fancy and unique trait that's gonna be a headache, probably. Okay, okay. No, I'm getting a headache. It's alright. That's enough. That's enough. Robot Maestro, bye bye. You can turn off now. Yeah, that'll be that for now. That'll be that for now. My brain is fried. I can't think of anything else